Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It's me, TheGeekDaddy. It's been a little while, but we're back. We're going to do another tutorial. This time we're going to take the Class 710 from the Goblin Suffragette line and the London Overground section of the West Coast Mainline. We're going to take that and we're going to pop it into the training centre. We're going to run the introduction. As you can see, I've already done it. But we're going to do it again for the purpose of the tutorial, and then we'll run a service, probably on the West Coast Mainline, up to Watford Junction, and yeah, we'll see how we get on.
In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive the BR Class 710/2 Aventra electric multiple unit. During this brief introduction, you'll be taken through the critical driving controls and performing passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard.
We'll shut that door. Apparently not, though. It wants me to go back out there.
Take a seat in the driver's position so that you can prepare the train for service.
Let's get that done like so.
For this introduction, you'll be completing a full loop of the circuit and performing passenger operations when you reach the next stop. Prepare the train for departure. To unlock the control desk, you'll need to insert and set the master key.
So, we put the master key in, which is down here. Again, normally when I'm streaming, I will put the... I'll do all of this on the keyboard, so it's just a lot quicker. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we will do it this way.
To begin loading passengers, you will need to open the passenger doors.
So we wait for the imaginary passengers to board, and then we depart.
It's time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Set the headlights, as this will let others around you know that this train is operational. This train features a combined power and brake handle, so to get the train moving, move the handle into the power range.
There we are. We should now begin to move. We take a quick screenshot for the thumbnail. So if you are watching this, you will have seen that on the thumbnail art. This unit is pretty easy to drive. It's very responsive for those stop-start commuter routes.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force by moving the power handle into the braking range. First entering service in May 2019, the BR Class 710/2s were built by Bombardier Transportation for use on the London Overground network. In 2012, Transport for London announced its plans to produce a new fleet of diesel multiple units, as the Class 172s in service at the time were unable to handle the passenger demand, resulting in overcrowding throughout the day. This plan was shelved in June 2013 when the government announced that the Gospel Oak to Barking line would be electrified, and Transport for London refocused its efforts on buying a fleet of new electric multiple units. In July 2015, Transport for London announced that it had placed a £260 million order for 45 four-car Bombardier Aventra EMUs with an option for 24 more. These units came in two variants: a dual voltage version designed for the Watford DC and Gospel Oak to Barking services, and an AC only version with longitudinal and transverse seating. The Class 710/2 has a top speed of 75 miles per hour or 121 kilometers per hour and a maximum carrying capacity of 678 passengers.
There we are, there's Mr. Peddleston, the professor, from Dovetail Games, with some information on the 710 and a bit of history. We're now being told to proceed to the station and stop. So we'll just accelerate around the loop for the training centre, the metro loop or whatever it's called. Until we're around 1 kilometre away from until we're about 1 kilometre away, as we are now, and we'll stop to brake.
You're now approaching the station, so prepare to slow down the train. Use the power handle to apply some braking force to bring the train to a gentle stop in the indicated position.
So in the training centre we have all of the stop markers and things on, but when we jump onto the route we'll turn those off for the sake of immersion. Practically
Now
a
that the
perfect
train has
stop.
stopped, you can open the passenger doors. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
It does indeed. It's a very easy train to operate, nothing too complicated. Obviously AWS you can do as well, we'll show you that as we jump on the route in a second. But that's the training centre. No medal for me because I've already received that. So let's jump to the main menu. We'll jump onto the route. I'll bring you guys back as we load into the route and begin. And we'll do a run with the 710. Okay, so we are on 2C06, Watford Junction to London Euston. This is our selected service. We'll get everything set up. So, unlock the doors. No, we won't, because we need to put master key in. we'll set that to forwards. I will just go and set up the safety system. So most of them are set. We just need to trigger this one, which does that. We acknowledge with the B button on the Xbox controller.
Operational.
Our train tells us it's ready to go. We're just going to wait. All being well, we won't have any technical issues. The Watford Junction buses over there in the distance. Of course, many of which go to the Leavesden Studios for the tour, the Harry Potter tour. Definitely worth going to if you've never been. So we're just waiting for a little while just to get those doors locked. They have shut automatically, which they will do on this unit. And then we'll be told to lock them, and we should then be able to depart. There we go. Right, let's hopefully we should be able to move. There we go. So our first stop is in 0.8 miles, it's Watford High Street. As we take the Elizabeth, not the Elizabeth line, but the Lioness line, that's what it's called now. The Elizabeth line is the other line, somewhere else, isn't it? The Lioness line it's been renamed to, or will be being named the Lioness line if it hasn't been already. So we've got the main line to the left of us, and we will just go down this little bit towards Watford, Watford High Street, and then I believe it's Bushy, and then we rejoin the main line, run alongside that a bit more as we head into Euston. We'll turn the stop markers off as well, since we are en route now. As you can see as well, when the route first came out, if you set the time to the current time of day and date that it is in real life, you would have been in late summer and the route would have looked a bit more sort of green and lush. As we're now into October, the route has started to change. Starting to see some more sort of autumnal colours coming into effect on the route, which is really, really nice. It's a nice touch by Dovetail to do that and have the seasonal changes. Let's make sure we can stop the train in the right place. That's about right. I've also spotted a defibrillator. One of the route tasks is just on the end here. We'll get that. I don't always go for them, but if I spot them and I have a bit of time to do it, we'll do it. And for the purposes of the video as well. Lock our doors. And we are good to depart. So Bushy is the next stop. It's on this little sort of side bit that sort of diverges from the main line. As you can see, it sort of comes down here, this bit, and then we rejoin the main line and run alongside as we head down towards London Euston. We are just over the speed a little bit. If you're wondering where I have been unfortunately unwell. So video content and streams have been sort of pushed aside so that I can sort of recuperate and recover. Also, with regards to the Wednesday stream, for the next sort of 6 weeks or so, Wednesday streams will be moved to another day, but I don't know what day yet. It's just because we have a family commitment that's happening on a Wednesday evening at the moment, without going into too many details. So we will do the Playing with Train streams, but they will be on a different day for me to decide, which I will then publish. Got a Pendolino passing by there. A little bit over the stop marker on that one. But alright. It's okay. So we depart Bushy to head to Carpenter's Park. Got a Class 350 passing on the left. An AWS ping. Warning. Not entirely sure why, but we have. Start to slow ourselves down as we approach Carpenter's Park. We'll make sure we stop the train in the right place. Round about there. There we go. You wait for the loading. Another 710 coming in, going the other way towards Watford. We are going to lock our doors and depart. So we're on our way to Headstone Lane, platform 1, 0.6 miles. No time at all, we'll be there. Let's have a look at our schedules to see how many stops we have. We have Headstone Lane, Platform 1, Harrow and Wealdstone, Kenton, South Kenton, North Wembley, Wembley Central, Stonebridge Park, Harlesden, Willesden Junction, Kensal Green, Queen's Park, Kilburn High Road, South Hampstead, London Euston Platform 9, where we will terminate, of course. So a few stops still to go. This is not a high-speed service, of course. This is more of a commuter sort of stop-go service, which is the sort of things that I enjoy a lot more. Not to say I don't enjoy the high-speed runs, I do, but out of all of the preferred tasks that you can do on Train Sim World, the commuter stop-start is my favourite. Aside from steam, of course. Running a steam engine up and down the line is very good as well. Make sure we are stopped in the appropriate place. Get our doors locked, having loaded our passengers. We are good to go. On what is quite a lovely early October morning by the looks of it in the north of London. Very autumnal but very sunny. I wish I could say the same for Plymouth today, but it's not the case. I constantly forget how good this game looks, and then I'm constantly reminded of how good it looks every time I play. It's looking stunning. This route is really nicely done. AWS ping for something. I'm slightly over speed, that could be why. So there's a 72 stock there just stabled at Harrow and Wealdstone as we come in from the north. So we are now sharing the line with the Bakerloo line overground section. Very quick stops now until we get to London Euston. The stops will be very, very quick. As they are on London Underground, you don't get a lot of time. Kenton is our next stop. Another 710 waiting to come in. As we now speed towards Kenton. A little bit short of stop marker on that one, but probably better to stop short than to overshoot, of course. We'll get those doors shut. We are over speed now, slightly. It's very easy to creep just a little bit over. Although it's 5 miles an hour over on that one, but 45 is our limit, although these do have a maximum speed of 75 miles an hour. 45 is the maximum line speed. We're just going to start slowing down for South Kenton. Just waiting to get the doors locked. There we are. North Wembley is the next stop. in just around 900 yards. There's another 377. The only thing we haven't seen passing us on the run so far is a 66. Get those doors locked. Wembley Central is the next stop. Oh, we were just saying about not having a 66, and one turns up. There we are. Just powering on through Wembley Central there. I've already got that robot, as you can see. Get our doors locked, and we'll try and catch that 66, I think. We probably won't manage it, unless it gets held up somewhere. We're being told to slow down to 40 as we pass under the main line. And we're now on the opposite side as we run into Stonebridge Park and onwards. Just a little bit of power to get us up this incline. A slight overshoot there.
Please do not smoke until you have left the station premises. This
I've unlocked the
includes
doors on the wrong
e-cigarettes.
side as well now. Why are the doors not opening? There we go. He's got his lovely DTG fashion bag there and a suitcase. I'm not sure what that guy's doing. He's not. Yeah, it looks like he's had one too many to drink. He's holding everyone up. We'll lock the doors again. We'll be on our way. We will need our wipers on. Now, wipers. I'll show you because it is easy for me to use the keyboard, but our wiper control is here. And we will go intermittent for the moment as we depart South Kenton and head for Harlesden. Stonebridge Park, sorry. These brakes are very sensitive. It's easy just to go straight into notch 3 without realising. There's a robot there on the left. I have to remember to come and grab that. Slight overshoot again. Not the best. There is also a defib, which I'll come and grab at some point. I'll do a sort of walking, sort of jump about tour for myself so I can grab all the route tasks. So Wilton Junction is the next stop. There's that 66 over there on the right. Didn't slow down quite quick enough there for the 30. Not too bad. And we're a little bit over again. It's alright. It's not too bad. I'd love to... See, the line extends up there, and then... Well, see, that's an out of service area, that's the map end. I'm intrigued to know where that goes. There's another section of track that goes down there. Kensal Green is the next stop. So Kensal Green, Queen's Park, Kilburn, South Hampstead, London Euston, those are our stops. We're going to possibly overshoot. Yeah, it was almost an overshoot. I came through that tunnel way too fast. And then had to apply every method of braking that I could. If you've ever seen the streams, then you know that overshoots do happen. Quite frequently. But I'm trying to show the professional side in these videos. I thought we were going that way. It's 15 mile an hour limit. So I have slowed down for the 15, but it's not a 15 mile an hour limit for this piece of track. So alright. Not bad practice either to slow down. We stopped a little bit short that time. It's all good. It's all good. Kilburn High Road is the next stop. So the Bakerloo line we say goodbye to. Because that now goes underground and round about down there somewhere. If it hasn't already. We are running a little bit late. I'm not entirely sure why that's happened. And our graphics have gone a little bit doolally again. So it looks like it's applying sand because we are getting some wheel slip. Just trying to get the game to render the cab correctly. Again, it seems to have gone a bit low res and then some. Very, very strange. I don't know why it's doing that. It's sort of done it with the whole train all of a sudden as well. Very weird. Like a rendering issue. I'm sure it will sort itself out, but it doesn't look good for the video, that's for sure. No, that didn't do anything for it. Trying to see if there was a fix. It doesn't appear to be. I just have to wait for the game to decide that it's going to load the train in correctly. Or the cab at least. Even those tunnel textures don't look right. Very odd. And it was going so well. There we go. It seems to have resolved itself now. Why it was happening, I don't know. Somebody more technical than me may know why it's happening. I don't. Whether it's been past the dovetail, I couldn't say. I would hope it has, and I hope it's being worked on. It's just not a nice look. So we are now fast approaching London Euston. As you can see, we have the overhead lines above us. We are still on third rail power. And we are being pinged by AWS for those yellows. I wonder if we could do a power changeover, but I don't think it's worth it at this point. You'll notice I'm not increasing my speed either, as we're under yellows, and we do have a speed reduction coming up. I'm not applying power. The rules generally, from what I've read, is that under yellows you are not to apply power. But perhaps a real life train driver will verify or not. So coming into London Euston. Don't really need those wipers on. We can probably go further forwards. I don't think he's going to let us. No. Okay, the game said no, you're not going any further forwards. So we'll open the doors. We'll get those doors locked. And oh, good. Yeah, that's that one. There we go. So thank you very much for watching that one. That's our tutorial and a quick run in the 710 on West Coast Mainline. We will be back with another one very, very soon. But for now, I will see you. And thank you very much for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. I appreciate it. Like I say, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.